Ever wondered what separates good cannabis from great cannabis? Let's break down what to look for, whether you're at the dispensary, critiquing your friend's weed, or judging 75 strains at a cannabis cup. But before we do, today's video is brought to you by RealDGC.com. If you want to connect with our private community of premium growers, get grow tips from some of the best growers around the world, and get access to exclusive Dude Grow Show content, membership is free, and you can become a DGC producer if you want to help support the value that we bring you here. Head on over to RealDGC.com and get signed up today. All right, back to the show. All right, let's do this, Scotty. It's hard to judge weed, man. It can't just be all looks, all smell. I've smoked some regs, some gnarly, not good looking stuff and gotten really high. Let's talk about it. How do you judge good weed?
Yeah, first off, I'm not smoking regs, all right? I don't care, sir. But you know what? It is tough because we've got the DGC Cup coming up. It's 75 strains, and you just can't do it the way you would want to do it. I would want to know what makes good weed for me, knowing the inputs. First of all, I got to know if the grower has some kind of scruples to him. You know what I mean? That he's not going to spray it with fluoramides or some crap like that. So I got to know that it was grown right. And then I hate to say it, but for me, it's all about looks, man.
All about looks.
Look, I did research on 85% of your brain is dedicated to visual because that's mostly what keeps you alive. I think it was 2% for smell and 1% for taste. And I guess those both keep you alive, too. You don't need no poison.
Well, disclaimer, for those that don't know, we mentioned regs in the beginning. That's terminology for swag, poof, weed. Oh, you're going to get your regs block? I like it.
Yeah, baby. This is a souvenir. This reminds me of the 80s, 90s.
Oh, that's some old Florida terminology. You got some crypto? Was it crippy? You got some crippy weeds, Scotty?
Yeah, but so I will say, man, so how do you judge? I mean, if you're judging, you got 75 strains all at once. Well, first of all, what's important to you with weed, dude?
Well, disclaimer, looks, I mean, they're not really as important. Looks are important if you're judging on that. As I stated, I've smoked some weed that did not look good at all, but it was strange to me, to my endocannabinoid system. Sure. It got me really high. So I don't think you can judge. It just depends on, if you have to do stuff quickly, that's what you are going to hit. You're going to hit looks, smell. You can't judge a bunch of things on just getting high because that takes a lot of time, right?
Yep. Who is it? Is it the Emerald Cup that sends out packs and you've got like a month to evaluate I know there's one contest and you get a month to evaluate them. So every afternoon you can smoke, or every morning you can smoke something fresh and see the effects. You know, I like that.
I think you got to spend time with a strain. Like if I'm truly going to judge a strain, I think I want a week with it. I want to spend a week with one strain. Is that too long? Am I getting overboard here?
Yeah, I don't want to spend a week with Miss America. It'll take me like an hour. I can figure out which one, you know? Yeah, and by the way, they do make they do put a lot of emphasis on looks on that contest, right? I do like it when they ask them the questions.
Yes, they have to be intelligent and answer tough questions, Scotty.
I am looking, I just want to say this. There are indicators, man. If I look at a bud that is loaded with trichomes, that is so frosty it's white, then I've got to think to myself, those trichomes probably have terpenes and cannabinoids in there. If not, they did something wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm basing it on. And you can look at something and see giant trichomes and then give it a smell. You'll know if it has no smell whatsoever. Those trichomes, all the terpenes and cannabinoids, or at least the terpenes, are probably volatilized off of that stuff. So I guess the way it's dried and cured, you should be able to tell that as well.
What about flavor, though? Inhale and the exhale off my palate. Do I have notes of burnt garlic, or is it baby poo, or is it cat? Which one is it?
Yeah, I really tasted beta carotene, man. No, I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. So you work within your strengths. So for me, I'm looking at it and, just basically evaluating it like that. I know stinky weed that kept its flavor, that was dried and cured correctly. I couldn't tell you, grapefruit weed from lemon weed. Tell you any of it anyhow. I'm terrible with smells.
Well, we all smoke to get high, right? So that should be probably the most important factor. Is it over flavor, over taste, over everything in the end? If you got, let's say you smoke some weed that didn't have much flavor, you open the jar, wasn't a great smell, but you got high as F, like really good. It's like, that's the most important factor, no?
I don't know, man. I would think so. I used to think so, but dang, everybody is about flavor. It is really, the game is changing now to where it's much less about just getting high. There's a lot of things that'll get you high, but what tastes great? What looks great? What's got that smell that you love or that terpene profile that you love?
You are correct, sir. The flavor ratio. I was just visiting San Francisco and I went to a dispo and I said, hey, last time I was in Cali, I got a joint that tasted so strong like Smarties candy. It was disgusting. And he turned to me, the bud tender, goes, some people like that. I'm like, give me something that's not like that. I don't want the spray terps, but you are right. That's why people will wrap their weed in flavored wraps, flavored papers, and really try to get that flavor. To me, that's fake. That's fake.
There's not to me. That's fake. Those are fake terpenes that are made in a laboratory and sprayed on. So yes, absolutely.
Let us know how you judge your own weed, or whether you're at the dispo, your friend's weed, whether you're at a competition, looking at stuff. Leave us some comments below, man. It's hard. How do you judge? You judge on the smell, the taste, the high, a lot of factors there. Let us know in the comments below.
Hey, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please smash that subscribe button. Talk about this one with another grower you know. And check out the other couple of videos YouTube's recommending because we think you'll dig them.